Alright, everyone is here, so let's get started. Administrator Diana Marshall, I believe you were the one who wished to call this meeting, so I'll let you have the floor.
Thank you, Administrator Harrington. I wanted to have this meeting to discuss your Black Ops hacker team you dubbed the Hacker Removal Squad, and how it might affect how we deal with online threats.
And I understand you have concerns on these matters, Administrator Diana.
Of course. Having a secret team of former hacking offenders and giving them the ability to use hacks freely online is a risky choice, Administrator Harrington. And I believe that it isn't a good idea to keep it around, considering these people's pasts.
Technically, it isn't against the law to use hackers to take down other hackers that may be a threat to the system. The hackers who are a threat to the OMN are the ones who are doing it illegally.
It's also currently legal for an 18-year-old to purchase an assault rifle. But does that make it right? This is like putting a drug addict in charge of the DEA. My question is how we actually came to allow that.
Diana! We allowed Harrington to make the HRS as a replacement for tossers. It's something of a rehabilitation program for former hackers. What's the problem with that?
The problem, Joseph, is that we have allowed Harrington to let these former hackers run amok. One of whom is a misogynist and a former member of the cyber-terrorist clan that called itself Chaos Theosis. Who do we turn to when they decide to turn on us?
Well, she has a point.
I, for one, applaud Jay on taking initiative on giving these offenders second chances. As of now, it's clear that they are doing their job in an orderly fashion, at least according to the reports.
You mean aside from that one incident involving a Miss Michelle Harris and the hacker who goes by the name of Speed Zone?
Mistakes happen, Diana. Happens with cops all of the time.
Just because something is common does not mean we shouldn't at least try and attempt to rectify it.
Precisely correct, Administrator Diana. Hence why the Hacker Removal Squad took the place of Toasters. Administrator Radcliffe had good intentions when he created the Toasters program, but the process to get into it was corrupted and flawed, allowing even players with little to no moral code into it. So I am trying to rectify the mistakes he made.
And you've created a time bomb that could blow up under us at any second. These people are misogynists, miscreants, trolls, and possibly even sadists.
And you know this from what, Administrator Diana? Mere hearsay. I do believe you are not giving them enough due credit. They are still people.
Diana has always been that way, Administrator. In her eyes, once a misogynist, always a misogynist.
I understand Administrator Diana's concerns completely. That said, I have come up with a suggestion that may be able to calm those concerns. Why don't we each interview a member of the HRS and make our own judgments based off of their reactions, tones, and words?
That could work.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Same.
This won't fully convince me.
I only ask that you give them a chance, Administrator Diana. In any case, I believe it's settled. Each of you will interview one or two of the Hacker Removal Squad, record your own judgments of them, and then we'll make our decision. Anything else?
I don't have anything.
Everything I had to say was at the last meeting.
All right, then. This council meeting is adjourned.
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
Are you rummaging for food?
No.
Yeah, you're.
No, I'm not.
I just saw you opening the refrigerator door, you lying asshole. What were you doing opening the refrigerator then?
Because I wanted to chill. Freeze. Tossers. Get down on the fucking ground.
You know tossers ended over 2 years ago, right?
Then what the fuck do you call what we're doing now then, Arbiter? Can you please tell me? Please. Plexiplox.
The Hacker Removal Squad, you tool.
Wall. Bird.
You were gung-ho signing up for this after Ultron and you don't even bother learning the name of it. Jesus fucking Christ. You don't even care, do you?
Good job, Holmes, you cracked the fucking case. Wanna investigate my dickhole too while you're at it?
You better begin caring soon, otherwise you won't be able to use those hacks you find so precious.
What the fuck? Why?
The OMN Council has made a decision to interview each of us individually to get to know us better and judge our moral code. So you're going to need to start caring more and grow up quickly, otherwise you can kiss that unlimited armor lock goodbye.
No. Not my armor locks. How dare they?
And that's why I'm going to help you get better with your mannerisms and make sure you don't make us look like complete total trolls, as hard as that's going to be.
What are your plans then?
Alright, Chief. The administrator we're meeting is a nice lady named Diana Marshall, so we're going to practice how you speak to her. Cortana will play the role of Administrator Marshall and I'll be taking notes. Ready?
I'm ready as spaghetti.
Okay, go.
Hello, Master Chief. Please come in. How are you doing today?
Feeling like a fucking camp. Where all the hoes
Okay,
at.
stop. Chief, what the hell are you saying?
I'm trying to tell her the truth, Arbiter. Bitches digs the truth's right.
That's not the truth, you're an idiot, not a fucking pimp.
Your mom begs to differ. As in begs for this large cock every night. Raffle.
Okay, let's start over, except this time reply with, I'm good, how are you, Administrator Marshall?
KK.
Okay, go.
Hello, Master Chief. Please come in. How are you doing today?
Bitchin' like a pigeon.
Okay, stop.
What the fuck did I do now?
Can you say anything that doesn't have a curse word?
Yeah, I banged Arbiter's mom.
Okay, how about anything without sexual innuendos, curse words, or anything regarding my mother?
How about the raffle copter? It goes swa 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 swa.
Oh boy. We're going to be here for a while. Okay, let's try again. This time don't curse and no sexual innuendos. Got it?
Okay.
Okay, go.
Hello, Master Chief. Please come in. How are you doing today?
Good.
Okay, that's great. Now let's just keep going that way.
Good to hear. So I see here that you were involved in the takedown of the cyber-terrorist clan Chaos Theosis. Later you joined another clan who used the same fragban software they used, led by one Eugene Black. Why stop Chaos Theosis only to join another clan who used the same hacks for the same means?
Because why the fuck not? I less than 3 elite hacks. The raffle gun demands the bloods of the cuntfarts, and that can only be achieved through the almighty purity of my elite sexy
God
hacks.
damn it. Okay, we're going to keep trying until we get this right. I hope you're ready because I have a feeling we are going to be here for a very long time.
Okay, let's try another question. What are your thoughts on girl gamers?
They're all fugly and belong in the fucking kitchen making my goddamn sandwiches. Where is my goddamn sandwich, by the way, you fucking cunt?
Sigh.
Why were you kicked out of Tossers?
Why are you such a fucking bitch? They were all fucking batwings anyways, so who gives a flying fuck?
Do you know what ODST stands for?
Oh damn, she thick.
What color is your armor?
The same color as Arbiter's mom's pussy juice after she squirts all over me. Less than 3.
Oh my fucking god, I can't take it anymore. You've literally managed to answer every single goddamn question in the past 3 days with something that no person in their right mind would say to an administrator.
Where are you going?
Trying plan B. Where is Shockwave?
Why are you looking for that retard?
I'm going to try and get him to fix your attitude.
What's your business here?
I'm here to see Administrator Michael Barnes.
Do you have an appointment?
Yeah,
Name?
Menacing Blaze.
Your real name, not your gamer tag.
Okay. Jason Burns.
Alright, Mr. Burns, wait here. Administrator Barnes, I have a Jason Burns here to see you. He says he has an appointment. I need confirmation.
Yes, he does have an appointment, Dan. You know you don't have to be so serious about guarding this place 24/7. When was the last time you slept?
A week ago.
Okay, no. That's idiotic. As soon as the hour's up, get Keith to take her position and get some sleep, for crying out loud!
Okay, you can go and see him now.
Thanks, dick.
What was that?
Nothing.
Mr. Burns, please come in. How are you today?
I'm fine. It's been a slow day. So, why exactly did I get called in for this again?
Administrator Marshall. The lady one, not the dude. She doesn't believe that you guys have the moral compass to be given free rein with your hacks, considering most of your pasts. She's taking 3 of them later this week. Luckily, I only have to deal with you.
Well, that's not condescending at all.
Oh god, no. I didn't mean it that way. I've just been busy with stuff regarding the future of the Halo games, as well as some other games. Been working close with 343 Industries and possible ways we can make the game more profitable while not pissing off the entire fan base. Personally, I think this entire thing is unneeded, and I have a lot of things to work through at 343 to make sure Halo 5 runs smoothly.
Yeah, a lot of people weren't thrilled with a lot of the features in Halo 4.
I think they tolerate it enough. I mean, they're still playing it, right?
Good point.
Besides, we're looking to improve several aspects in Halo 5, going back to the roots of the original Halo. Tell me, what do you think of split-screen, local multiplayer?
I don't know. Never really used it. My girlfriend has her own Xbox and Xbox Live account, so we just play through Xbox Live whenever.
Oh, you have a girlfriend! What's her name?
Sarah. Sarah Jenkins.
How long have you two been together?
Around 3 years, I think? Our 4-year anniversary is coming up in the next week or two. I'm planning on asking her to marry me around then.
Well, congratulations! I used to be a lawyer for a guy who almost got married. However, he cheated on the bride before the wedding, and she found out pretty quickly. Oh, his company crumbled pretty quickly after that. Now I'm an administrator for the OMN. What are the odds?
Yeah, I'm not the cheating type. Sarah's the perfect one for me. Honestly, I don't know what goes through some people's minds when they decide to have affairs.
So, how did you two meet?
San Diego Comic-Con. I won as Tucker from Red vs. Blue, she won as Griff's sister. That was pretty much when I knew she was the one.
Oh, you like Red vs. Blue?
Hell yeah, I do. I'm a huge fan of Rooster Teeth.
Really? Me too!
What are the odds? What's your favorite season?
Season 8, definitely. Monty Arm is a genius with those animations.
Yeah, he's an artist. It would suck if something happens to him.
Nah, I think he'll be fine. Well, Mr. Burns, I think I have all I need on you. You seem like a respectable young man with an eye for good entertainment. Oh, but before you go, I have one more question.
Yeah, sure, what's up?
How do you feel about mildly tying microtransactions to a random loot drop system for customization?
Wait, what?
No, I cannot.
You can't or you won't.
Oh, believe me, Arbiter, I would love nothing more than to replace that imbecile's mind with a more intellectual one. However, I cannot do it because it is impossible.
But you managed to put Chief's brain in that Halo 2 series Master Chief and did the same with me. How is that any different?
That was transferring a brainwave copy from one individual to another, which is elementary for me, Arbiter. However, changing a single individual's personality, especially one such as your friend's, is beyond the bounds of possibility.
Isn't there something you can do about it?
Well, I cannot transfer someone else's mind into a body that already has an individual mind possessing it. However, I do believe there is a way we can work around that. And if my theory is correct, Administrator Marshall will be none the wiser to the buffoon's irreverent personality.
Alright then. What's your idea?
Administrator Harrison.
Ah, Mr. Edwards, please come in. How are you today?
I'm good. Just finished watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood on my modified 32-inch plasma screen HD TV that I modified to play shows at 120 FPS.
So, you're familiar with the inner workings of high-definition TVs?
I have a master's degree in engineering and computer information technology. I know how to modify a lot of things.
A master's degree in engineering and computer information technology? Where did you study?
University of Pennsylvania. You?
Johns Hopkins University. I understand you were the one who managed to get rid of the virus that infected the OMN's mainframe network.
Yep. Pretty simple to get rid of it if you have the right software.
What kind of software did you use?
A magician never reveals his secrets. Can I ask why we're here doing this interview?
One of the administrators feels that with the rocky pasts of the HRS members that we're putting everyone at risk by giving you all free reign. She doesn't feel you all have the best moral compasses.
I'd say she's right to some extent. Not 100% right, but at least around 60% right.
What about you? Do you feel you have good moral?
To me, morale is more of a perspective. What some people may consider good morale is what others might find as horrendous. It's like the saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure. It's all a matter of perspective. I mean, how do we know you have good morale? Not saying you don't, I've heard good things about you, but what's to say others see you in that sense? Like I said, it's all a matter of perspective and preferences.
You make a fair point. Why did you begin hacking in the first place?
To be honest, I don't really know. I guess I wanted to see what I could do. I've always been a fan of the stealthy assassin stuff, so I guess I wanted to transfer that over to Halo. Active camo is good normally, but it has a lot of flaws that I wanted to correct.
You do know those flaws were implemented for balancing, right?
Again, a matter of perspective. Some people feel that the balancing may make things more unbalanced. Balancing is determined by either humans or things humans make, and humans aren't perfect. If you're worried about me taking down the OMN like that Chaos Theosis clan, don't be. I don't have any reasons to try that stuff.
I'm surprised that you managed to figure that out as quickly as you did.
It's not hard to figure it out if you think about it logically. We're loose cannons running around with modified abilities, and you don't want to risk us turning into another Chaos Theosis and going on a frag ban spree. I honestly find the practice illogical and immature, hence why I'm here.
You're a smart and well-spoken man, Mr. Edwards. I see no reason to say that you do not have your own moral code to stop you from becoming a threat to this network and its interests.
Thank you, Administrator Harrison.
You're welcome, Mr. Edwards. Before you go, I have one other question. How do you feel about adding mods to console games?
Huh?
Have you figured it out?
Of course. I've modified the AI algorithm to take every word spoken to it through Microsoft Text-to-Speech Engine to say something that is more intelligent and relevant to questions and statements made from Administrator Marshall. However, I have not tested it yet.
Mind if I give it a whirl?
Be my guest.
Arbiter is a faggot. I am the best goddamn Halo player in the universes. Lol. Fuck shit cunt ass queef cut bitch. Arbiter's mom is fucking whore. Hello there. It is beautiful day outside. The sun is shining. Flowers are blooming. On days like these, nothing can go wrong. I respect Arbiter and acknowledge that his mother is also very respectable as well. I also think that people should think more intellectually and not use rude words. You're a goddamn genius.
An understatement if I have ever heard one.
Now let's see how Chief sounds with it.
Administrator Marshall, you wanted to see me?
Hey Nick, just give me a second. I'm watching the end of The Fifth Element. And I tell you, man, this movie gets me so damn high.
Okay?
Alright, Nick. So, how's it hanging?
Pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, far out, man.
So, why was I called here again?
Man, my big sister Diana thinks you guys are a bunch of phonies. Like, something about morale or something. I don't know. I was high on LSD at the time. She basically wanted us to talk to you guys and make sure you weren't a bunch of phonies.
So, what's this going to entail?
I'm just gonna ask you a few questions, and you answer. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, I can do that.
First question. Which do you think was better? Star Wars The Clone Wars? Or the J.J. Abrams Star Trek?
Oh, Star Wars, absolutely. Star Trek was trying too hard to be Star Wars with that J.J. Abrams shit.
Agreed, dude. Thank God he's not in control of the Star Wars movies.
Yeah, that would be a bloody nightmare.
Alright, next question. What do you think of the Cleveland show?
It's okay, but Family Guy's better.
I like you. I think we're gonna get along just fine.
Mate, are you high right now?
Totally. I always get high when I watch movies and play video games. What are you on?
Nothing.
You should try out weed sometime. It helps you relax.
I think I'm good.
You're lost, man. Alright, so the next question. Are you in any way a psychopath that is likely going to go psycho and try to frag everyone on the network?
What kind of a bloody question is that? Of course not.
Cool. That's totally awesome, bro. I think you're all good to go. You seem pretty chill and like totally awesome. I don't think you're a psychopath. I like your abilities. Reminds me of when I got high with my buds in high school.
Mate, how the fuck did you become an administrator?
I honestly have no fucking idea, bro. But it's totally legit, man.
Okay, I'll be going now.
Peace, man.
Okay, let's try this out again. Go.
Hello, Master Chief. Please come in. How are you doing today?
Horny as fuck. Get over here and give me a blowjob, Cortana. I am great. Thanks for asking. What the fuck? What was that?
Good to hear. So I see here that you were involved in the takedown of the cyber-terrorist clan Chaos Theosis. However, you later joined a clan led by a man named Eugene Black and used those same hacks to ban people across the network. Why stop Chaos Theosis only to join another clan with the same agenda they had?
Because fuck you, that's why. Also, where's my goddamn sandwich, bitch? I are very hungry. It was a mistake on my part. I was so excited to use the hacks that I didn't think of the ramifications they could have had on other players in the community. Believe me from the bottom of my heart that I am deeply sorry and working to move past all of that and become a better person.
Amazing. It's like a Master Chief translator.
Sniff. It's beautiful.
Not as beautiful as your mom when she rides my cock. Lol. You are looking very beautiful today, Cortana.
Why, thank you, Chief.
What the fuck? I didn't say that, the computers did. You are very welcome, Cortana. I aim to make your day all the more pleasing. I was pleasing Arbiter's mom last night. I also admit that Arbiter does not have a mom and making remarks about his mother is very immature and inappropriate. Fuck off. The F word is not a very nice word. Shut the fuck up. You may continue talking.
Harrington, how
Miss
long is this going to
Washington.
take?
Not too long, I hope. It's just a few questions, and then you'll be on your way.
Remind me why I have to do this again.
To put Administrator Diana's concerns to rest about the morale of this team.
Moral. Right. Like the same people who claim to have moral, but were responsible in Eugene's death.
Mr. Black's death was a result of his own actions. Nobody forced him to do what he did.
Yeah, I call that bullshit. People kept saying he was behind the player's disappearance the other year, but we didn't see the Omen do jack shit about it. You had a task force to go after Chaos Theosis, and even considered shutting down the network, but with Eugene? He was a scapegoat, wasn't he?
Miss Washington, when Mr. Black was accused of the Fragman 2.0 incident, I hadn't yet become a council chairman. That was Alan Radcliffe. I've looked over the reports, and we have several eyewitness testimonies regarding him as one of the members of the clan using that version of Fragban. Some even said he was the leader.
Yeah. And who were those witnesses, huh? Did any of them even know him personally? Or were they just lying through their goddamn teeth?
One of them was your cousin, Michelle Harris.
Oh, why am I not surprised?
I know it is hard to believe, since you obviously had feelings for Mr. Black. I do express my condolences on that. However, sooner or later, you're going to have to accept that perhaps he wasn't the man you thought he was.
You know why I joined this thing, Harrington? To find the real son of a bitch who was behind the frag ban bullshit. I've been searching for weeks, overturning every stone, taking out every single asshole who had even an old version of it to find who was behind it. And I figured that maybe I could find it through the people who used him as a scapegoat.
Admirable, but you've been misinformed. We believe that the one who acquired the Fragban software was Mr. Black's associate, Colin Hunt.
All right. Let me speak to him.
Mr. Hunt is locked up in a maximum security facility on the charges of soliciting sex from minors and using illegal modifications to steal personal information. It is beyond my capabilities.
How convenient.
However, we do believe he didn't work on it alone. Considering how many times Fragban has come up, we consider it is the work of a different supplier. Hopefully, Speed Zone and Deathlock can lead us to this supplier. The supplier may even be the client Speed Zone mentioned to Arbiter. Since you've shown that your intentions of being on this squad are pure, I'll allow you to stay on it. However, I advise you from speaking in that tone to an administrator again. I'll only let it slide because I understand the pain that you're in.
Yeah, thanks. Can I go now?
Yes, you may go.
All right, Chief. Ready as spaghetti.
With meatballs. Wall.
All right, let's do this.
So once you found out what Chaos Theosis was doing, you tried to leave, and the leader, Clyde, had the female member, Kylie, ban your account.
Pretty much. The account ban was lifted when the OMN lifted all of Chaos Theosis' bans.
Let's talk about your account back then really quick. You went with the gamer tag Back to the Kitchen 88. Mr. Douglas, why exactly did you choose that gamer tag?
I thought it was funny at the time. I mean, I did change it.
The tag was still misogynistic and demeaning towards women.
Yeah, and oh wow, I changed it. Can you believe that?
Mr. Douglas, please take this seriously. Do you have a misogynistic view on women?
Can you elaborate?
Do you believe that women have no role in gaming and should all be in the kitchen making food, as they say?
You're taking the name way out of context. Back then, I was under the impression that chicks typically sucked at games. Then I got fragged by one. What are the odds?
And let's talk about one of the MLG clans your former MLG clan went up against. The Widow Angels. I believe they had a perfection on your team, didn't they?
Alright, Lance was sick that day, and we had to sub in Deadeye's little brother, who had a negative KD.
And how was your relationship with their leader?
Oh god, I don't really like talking about Lydia.
Because she was a woman who was good at video games?
No, kinda. More like she got really flirty with me and the guys, and that put us off during the match.
And I thought that it was because you had to use Deadeye's little brother, who had a negative KD.
Listen, you can think of me as a misogynist as much as you want. I don't care. But don't pretend like I haven't had a hand in lowering hacker threats in the years since Chaos Theosis.
Perhaps so. But my question is, should it excuse your previous misogynistic actions against women?
Oh! You want to talk about previous misogynistic actions against the opposite sex? Why don't we talk about that guy you knocked out a few years ago just because he opened a door for you?
I'm perfectly fine with opening doors myself, thank you. I don't need a man to do it for me.
Jesus Christ, Diana. All he did was open a door for you. If you write me off as misogynistic for thinking a certain way of girls in the past and on the basis that I'm a guy, doesn't that also make you a misogynist? What if I was a chick and did the exact same thing?
You're a straight white male, honey. You don't get to be the victim.
Either way, ignoring how much I've helped the administration in the past year just because of my background does put your position as the vice chairwoman in jeopardy. I've been mature with my answers. That should show enough good morale for you.
All right, Mr. Douglas. You make a valid point. Please send in the next person if they are outside.
Yeah. She's a real piece of work. I think she might be one of those feminist types I keep hearing about. Kinda worried how Chief is getting past her.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that.
Do not worry, Duncan. I will be as polite and as courteous as possible.
Is he okay?
I know. It's great, right?
More like just really weird. Anyways, good luck, you two.
Thanks.
Have a nice day. I fucking hate this fucking voice. I find this voice soothing and very pleasing.
It's just while we talk to the administrator. though I wouldn't mind replacing your real voice with it.
Fuck you. Good idea, Arbiter.
Stay here.
Best of luck, Arbiter.
I assume you're the one they call the Arbiter?
In the flesh.
What's with the voice?
Me and my friend are the kind of people who need it. I'm not really comfortable with discussing why.
Fair enough. Do you have a real name?
I prefer to just be called Arbiter.
I need your real name, for the record.
Jon Graham.
The Machinima producer?
Not exactly.
Well, Mr. Graham, I've looked over your past and it has been very interesting. Anytime something regarding a version of the Fragband mod comes up, you and your friend always seem to be in the middle of it. Why exactly?
Believe me, Administrator Marshall, I've been trying to figure that out myself for the past couple of years.
Though the first time you were seen in connection with the Fragband mod, it was the infamous Donovic wedding back in 2011. You used those hacks along with some others to essentially crash the wedding, much to the groom's dismay. I believe that caused your account to get banned until it was later reinstated through Tozer's, which I'll get to in a moment. Right now, I'm curious as to why you used those hacks to crash that wedding.
Tell me, Administrator Marshall, have you ever been in a relationship?
Once. It didn't work out.
And why was that?
I don't see how this is relevant.
It might be.
I came home one day and walked in on my ex having an affair with his secretary.
That's why we crashed the wedding. The bride, Claire Ferguson, who I also believe is under OMN protection because of Speed Zone, is a good friend of mine and someone I had feelings for. I thought that Trent, the groom, was a pretty stand-up guy at first once I got to know him up until Chief accidentally stumbled upon him talking with a girl on the church's construction team and blatantly admitting he was adultering. In an effort to silence us, Trent had us banned from the server and blocked us from contacting Claire. Shortly after, we found a group of hackers who were willing to get us in to stop the wedding. However, Trent wasn't going to let us near Claire without a fight. But she had the right to know exactly what Trent had been doing, and I'd be damned if I let his goons stop me. I've heard about you, Administrator Marshall. Outside of a few controversies regarding your stances and methods, I respect you on your position in making women more prominent in the industry as long as it doesn't make males the minority, despite what race they are. You and I can both agree that what Trent did to Claire was abhorrent and that I did the right thing by sabotaging that wedding against my initial wishes.
I do agree. I only met Mr. Donovic once a while ago, but he was very drunk at the moment. Administrator Barnes used to be a lawyer for his company before it went bankrupt. Despite all of that, you did break the code of conduct, which did end up getting you two banned.
I was fully aware, but considering what was about to happen, I didn't care. And I still don't care to this day.
So you violated the terms of service in an attempt to stop something that was wrong. That sounds like you were being a vigilante.
That's because I am, in a sense, a vigilante. As much as I would just like to have fun and play the games normally, I always get put into a position where I'm up against people who do things 10 times worse than what I did at that wedding. I'll be brutally honest. When it comes to those people, the OMN administration sucks at its job. Hell, look how well that worked out with tossers. It was easier to take out Chaos Theosis when we were using their own medicine against them rather than being held back by restrictions.
But it still doesn't set a good example.
I don't expect it to, but we've all had to do questionable things to get somewhere good. We dropped 2 atomic bombs on innocent Japanese people to end World War II, and look what the result was.
That is true. Let's talk about what happened a few months after Chaos Theosis fell. You joined another clan who used the same hacks. This one led by the late Mr. Eugene Black. How does one who bans a full clan of cyber terrorists turn around and end up joining one?
I didn't want to at first. But after a long talk, Eugene managed to convince me to join the clan and use them. I ended up regretting it, and Chief and I tried to take them all out. Except Eugene took himself out in the end.
Yes. Mr. Black committed suicide the same day his associate Colin Hunt was arrested for sex solicitation.
We played a hand in giving that child predator his comeuppance.
And then, a few days later, Tyler King was shot dead by a policeman outside of an apartment. Mere days before that same apartment exploded.
That was our old apartment. Luckily, we weren't home when it blew up. Something to do with the oven, I think.
You lead a very eventful life.
As much as I hate to admit it, that's an understatement.
And then, months later, after the release of Halo 4, an unnamed clan began a random rampage of destruction throughout the online network and locked us out. According to Harrington's reports, this is what caused him and Duncan to approach you two about joining his squad.
It wasn't a clan, it was someone going by the name of Ultron. He was corrupting player files and turning them into mindless drones under his command. He's locked up now. He won't be a problem for you any longer.
I find myself amazed at how well these people put these different hacks together. In any case, the only thing that worries me is what happens if you turn against us, like you did with Mr. Black's clan.
For that to happen, you would have to be doing something blatantly wrong that would hurt everyone and then ignore all reason to try and further that agenda. I'm here to find the one behind Speed Zone and Deathlocks attacks. I won't be a problem for you if you don't become one for me.
Well, you seem very smart and well-spoken, Mr. Graham. You've been in this fight longer than most of us, so that makes you a good asset for the OMN with the knowledge you have. Now there's just one person left, and I believe it's your friend. Ask him to come in when you leave.
Sure. Not them dead, pal.
Killing is not a valid option.
And the Master Chief. Please come in. How are you doing today?
Bored as fuck. How long is this shit gonna take anyways? I got sexy prums to jacks off to in a seconds and I just wants to misses it for this fucking bullshit. I am doing very well today, Administrator Marshall. If you would not mind me asking, how long will this take? I have a painting class to go to in about an hour.
Oh, so you're a painter? From your files, that wasn't something picked up on. Interesting. What do you paint?
I paint Arbiter's mom's face with my cum. Goddamn, that gets me hard thinking about it. Less than 3. I paint visually stunning landscapes from Halo 4 and other games. I also like to paint pictures of flowers, nature, and many other things like that.
That sounds nice. So, Master Chief, what is your real name?
It's a very weird name, though. My first name's is Cotto. Last name's is even weirder, though. You fucking whore. Now, unless you got nudes, you can get the fuck out. My name is Boris Smirnov.
All right, Mr. Smirnov. I wanted to talk to you about you and Mr. Graham's first experience with Fragban, which he told me about. Is it true that you crashed the wedding with Mr. Graham to stop the bride from marrying Mr. Donovic because he was having an affair?
Fuck no. I just wanted to off all those pathetic fucking cucks who went to the church and blow up those goddamn fusion coils. The fusion coils must not go unblown. It's the policy Arbiter's mom has when she blows my fusion coil and makes it explode all over her. Yes, it is. What Trent was doing with Miss Ferguson was completely abhorrent and I am completely against what he did. John and I did our best to try and stop that wedding, along with Chaos Theosis later.
Good to hear. However, I had some reports saying that while you were with Eugene Black's clan, you were a constant nuisance towards players who only wanted to have fun, and even went as far as use the frag ban later on them. The leader even said that you tried several times to hit on her in crude and vulgar ways. I'll be honest, I hate misogynists. And that sounds like a misogynist to me.
Oh my fucking god, shut the fuck up, you motherfucking social justice warrior. You're fucking pissing me off. Who gives a shit about that slut? I should have folded her podcast like a lawn chair and violated her butthole while I teabagged the rest of her clan members. God fucking damn it, fuck those fucking mid. My actions were very poor back then, but I recently went to counseling and therapy sessions and I believe that I had gone past my sexist, misogynistic, immature, and sometimes racist ways. I have learned to put cursing behind me, and my only interest is to protect those who can't protect themselves against hacker threats such as Speed Zone and Deathlock. Believe me when I say I am truly sorry for my past actions and will look for ways to remedy them in the future.
That was beautifully worded, Mr. Smirnov. I wish there were more people on the network who were as smart, charismatic, and courteous as you have been. In any case, I do believe I was initially wrong about you. Have a nice day.
Go fuck yourself, you useless cunt. Thank you, Administrator Marshall. You have a nice day as well. Fuck this fucking piece of shit program, I fucking hate it.
I love that program.
I bet you would, you fucking cuck.
Tell you what, let's celebrate by playing some matchmaking.
Fuck yes. Time to bone some noobs.
Arbiter, Chief.
Duncan, what is it?
It's Speed Zone and Deathlock. They're attacking another clan on Halo Reach. If we're quick enough, we can still catch them while they're in game.
Looks like matchmaking will have to wait. Chief, time to get your rifle gun ready.
Hell's yeah. Time to lay down the ones, motherfuckers.